trashing dino bones, pimping your potty, closet hopping with the queen? Find out if a rainbow pantry's worth $1 million. Here's the truth about the home edit.
We've never been fully taken down by a project, but there's always a first for everything too.
With episode 1 of Get Organized with a Home Edit, the friendship between Joanna Teplin and Clea Shearer was obvious. The pair originally founded their company, The Home Edit, in a pretty unique way. They explained that it was totally happenstance, and it started with a blind lunch date. Shearer told Entertainment Weekly, "We got up from that lunch as business partners without even asking each other. We had just jumped in right away, and we didn't have the normal lunch brunch chit-chat. Instead, the duo found themselves asking each other about their skills, which are clearly apparent, and the rest is binge-watchable history." There's no denying the fact that this series is fully satisfying to watch. Teplin and Shearer effortlessly transform a cluttered, messy, disorganized space into a visually pleasing, color-coordinated, Instagram-worthy masterpiece. Maybe you've even noticed a rainbow here or there. Or everywhere.
What do you love about this?
That it's in my mail order.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like, what could be better, right?
Nothing.
But as inspiring as they are to watch, you might want to think twice before you hire the team, because they sure aren't cheap. According to their website, their services range in price from $195 per hour to $250 an hour in LA and New York City. The duo also offers online virtual consultations, which cost around the same. You want a pantry that looks like it came straight off of Pinterest? You gotta shell out, honey. Though Teplin and Shearer launched their business pretty quickly, that didn't mean they weren't ready to hit the ground running when it came to making contacts. In fact, the pair had a pretty smart strategy to get celebrities interested in their services. Because realistically, hiring an organizer doesn't seem like a thing for most people. But when celebrities or Instagram models do it, who can resist? As the founder shared with Entertainment Weekly, we had offered some of my high-profile friends doing a free project for them in exchange for them to post. So we did Christina Applegate, Selma Blair, some high-profile bloggers. All that hustle eventually led to a Netflix series, helmed by a pretty famous fan. Actor Reese Witherspoon is a wife, mother, and executive producer, and her company, Hello Sunshine, is known for bringing women-centered stories to the forefront. It also happens to be the force behind Get Organized with the Home Edit.
When Reese Witherspoon's company says they want to do a show, what are you going to say, no?
Shearer explained that she and Teplin had initially been approached by Molly Sims to turn their organizational skills into a show, and while they were in the midst of putting that together, another huge opportunity popped up. As Shearer recalled to Entertainment Weekly, "We get a DM from Hello Sunshine, Reese Witherspoon's company. I was like, how'd you hear about us? They were like, Reese found you on Instagram. She thought you were funny." Witherspoon signed on to executive produce the series, and the organizing duo became a smash hit with viewers everywhere. Edit, categorize, and contain are the 3 steps that the team lives by when it comes to their clients. And as cheap as those first 2 steps are, that last one can be a real doozy. As the show's Instagram also portrays, the most satisfying part of organizing a space is the end product. And it appears that for Teplin and Shearer, the contain part of their process just might loosely translate into put stuff into containers that we sell.
We started with some of our iDesign favorites and just put our spin on it.
With an exclusive collection at the Container Store, anyone can get the same bins and goodies featured on the show. But, much like their services, their products aren't cheap. Sure, you could get the same cereal container standing perfectly at attention on the show, but they'll run you about $20 each. Want one of those adorable labels the ladies use to help Witherspoon keep track of what belonged where? That'll be $3 a pop. While the best part of each episode is obviously the stunning reveal, there's also something entertaining about watching Teplin, Shearer, and their team rush to make their deadline. And as it turns out, that time crunch was stressful for everyone on set. As Shearer told Entertainment Weekly, "The time crunch is real. We are given a very specific amount of time that we're allowed to even be in the person's home."
I don't even know you.
I'm sorry.
Are you part of my team?
I'm sorry.
Are you the other half of my business?
She explained that it wasn't just the organization team that was on a deadline, but the production crew as well. So, when you see Teplin and Shearer stressing out about whether they'll actually get it done in time, It's very real. Still, they always manage to pull it off. Perhaps the biggest draw of the show is when Teplin and Shearer first step foot into some seriously cluttered spaces. And not gonna lie, it gives a little hope to fans to know that even the rich and famous can be a little messy. And while the show does feature a segment focused on us average people, that's not the primary draw. Making matters worse, viewers have noticed that Teplin and Shearer seem to prefer working with celebrities, and that rubbed people the wrong way.
You deserve it, and you earned it. Oh, thank you so much.
Winnie, you're amazing. You earned this.
Thank you.
The Guardian specifically took a jab at the organizing team, noting that they seem to favor their celebrity clients over their average everyday clients. One user even tweeted, "While I wasn't impressed with their organizational skills, I have to admit that their sucking up to celebrity client skills are on point." Of course, Teplin and Shearer probably make bank from their celebrity clients, but the difference in their attitudes when it comes to us normies is a little hard to stomach.
Basket heaven in here.
Wow, it's starting to look very happy.
The home edit team is all about containers. After all, containing is one of their 3 pillars of organization. But despite their love for all things storage, there's one trend the ladies can't stand: wire baskets. While the show features a myriad of different container styles, Teplin explained why you'll never see their wired brethren, telling Pure Wow, things fall through the slots. And because there's no concealment, and there's the grid from the wire, everything tends to look cluttered in them. Wire baskets might be fine for toys on the floor or pillows and blankets, but the home edit ladies don't suggest them. Even though they've teamed up with many celebrity clients, Teplin and Shearer agree on their toughest edit, calling fashion icon Rachel Zoe's closet project something akin to curating artifacts at a museum. Teplin told Entertainment Weekly, "That is a challenge because it's like if you were at the Smithsonian and asked to get rid of a dinosaur bone. In that way, we're working on a different level because it's very hard to get rid of these iconic pieces."
Rachel is not a fan of the edit. Let's be very
she does
clear.
not like the edit portion of this.
Last time, I believe we edited 0.
For Zoe, the ladies really had to step it up to make it work. And of course, they did. Let's be real for a minute. The show can feel a little overwhelming when you glance around your own space and realize it will never look that good. But fret not, that breathtaking reveal could be yours, if you just know where to start. And no, it's not your pantry. If you want to eventually turn your home into the rainbow fever dream that is the home edit aesthetic, as Shearer told moms, "I think when it comes to a bathroom, it's super critical. It's so important to have routines and having all of your items just right there in front of you."
It's the way you start every day,
It's critical.
It is.
Shearer noted that for moms especially, having a daily station that's organized for kids and tucked away in a bathroom drawer can help save time when it comes to things like brushing teeth or taking vitamins. Those two really do think of everything. This one might be a surprise. Not only is the series produced and created by women, but most of the crew is made up of women as well. Reese Witherspoon is an advocate for female empowerment, and it seems as though the hiring team for the crew was intentional about choosing the best of the best.
We have been so fortunate to work with this crew. It is largely female, and they are all such powerhouses in their own unique field.
The duo went on to explain that the director of photography, executive producers, showrunner, field producers, and audio supervisor are all women as well.
Everyone is really amazing. They prop us up and hold us up because we could never finish these jobs without them.
Not only are we all drooling over the celebrity houses on the show, but many viewers had their eyes on Teplin and Shearer's Nashville digs as well. And despite working with clients all over the world, their decision to settle in a more southern location was a thoughtful one. For the duo, Nashville offers something that Los Angeles or New York City never could. As Shearer described it to Garden & Gun, growing up in LA, I don't know that I would have had the confidence to try to create my own business in such a big, bustling place. Nashville gave us that confidence because it's such a welcoming environment. She says that the Nashville community has been nothing but supportive as they've established themselves in their new favorite city. Clearly, the ladies enjoy spending time with A-listers, but there's one celebrity client who Teplin and Shearer almost wish they could hire. When the pair was asked about their easiest gig, they didn't bat an eye.
I would say Chloe. She's already a previous client, and she is so organized. Literally makes us almost look messy.
Khloe Kardashian is famous for her obsessive organizational skills. Remember her Clo CD cookie jars? But even she needed a little help organizing her garage space. Teplin joked,
"She just lives her life in such an amazingly organized way and could truly take our jobs any second."
While we were all busy binging the show, organizing fever hit the Television Academy too. In 2021, Season 1 was officially nominated for a Daytime Emmy. While they didn't walk away with a trophy, the ladies were beyond thrilled. Shearer admitted to Manny the Movie Guy, "We never could have imagined, we couldn't have dreamt, honestly, how much people resonated with the show." Prior to their nomination, the smash hit series had already been renewed for Season 2. As Teplin shared on the Out of Bounds podcast with Jamie and Abby, organizing is so fun and so satisfying and so rewarding. And then it's instantaneously rewarding. That's the thing. Nothing else in life is instantaneously rewarding. Okay, maybe except for being nominated for an Emmy.
Everything changed overnight.
As exciting as it was for Shearer and Teplin, and for all of us fans, to land a second season, producing a sequel to a successful debut was a scary experience. Shearer admitted to Manny the Movie Guy, "Even if you're a singer, musician, whatever it is, going into kind of your sophomore level of something is always a little nerve-wracking." But instead of trying to outdo themselves, the duo wanted to give fans an even more up-close and personal view of their lives this time around. Viewers got a glimpse into their homes, their family time, and even a first peek at some brand new organizational projects that unfolded in Season 2. Teplin told House Beautiful,
We did do a lot of creative studios / offices this second season, and I think we did much more this season than we did the first season.
"Out of all the famous faces we've seen on the show, there's still one celebrity that these ladies would love to work with, Michelle Obama." As Shearer joked to Pay or Wait, "I will color categorize all those jewel-toned sweaters all day long." But these organizational superstars have their eyes set on a few other power players who might have a neglected closet, or two. Also on their list are Beyoncé and Oprah. But their decluttering aspirations extend way beyond the States. Shearer explained, "I really would love to do the Queen of England. We've been told no. So that's fine. But I mean, how fun with her hats. They may have been given a red light when it comes to the crown, but that's not enough to stop these girls from dreaming." Shearer added, "She has like every suit in every color of the rainbow. So beautiful." But anyway, she told us no, so that's okay. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite Netflix shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.